know for a fact that this is the year that you're going to find a work from home job? Okay, cool. Well, let's make it happen. So in this video, we're going to talk about ways that you can find a remote work job in project management. Well, the good news is with the rise of remote work, there are remote project management opportunities across various industries. So if you need help finding a work from home project management role, then you're in the right place. If you're going to land a remote job, then you need to know which industries offer the most remote project management opportunities. So the great thing about the tech industry is that it's known for having the most opportunities when it comes to remote work jobs. But it's also important to remember that the tech sector is also more likely to have layoffs. But some well-known IT companies that have been known to offer remote project management opportunities include companies like IBM, a multinational technology and consulting company, Microsoft, which we all know is a leading technology company, and they have embraced remote work. Cisco is a networking and technology company. And then we have Oracle, a global technology company that has been known to provide remote work options for project management. By now, you should have heard of AWS, which is Amazon Web Services, a cloud computing division of Amazon. And then we have to mention Google, which we all know and use. So Google is a multinational tech company, and they've also been known to provide remote opportunities. Atlassian, which is known for collaboration, productivity software, and then Salesforce. So Salesforce is a cloud-based software company. So there are several project management jobs that you can get in IT that offer opportunities to work remotely. Okay, so let's move on to healthcare because believe it or not, healthcare projects are increasingly embracing remote project management. So here's how you can tap into this growing sector. If you have a background in healthcare, whether it's a clinical background, meaning you are a registered nurse or something similar, or a tech background, and let's say you worked in IT, there are industries under the larger healthcare umbrella that are commonly offering remote project management opportunities. So first, for instance, is healthcare IT and technology. So this would include companies that develop healthcare software, telemedicine platforms, and then even digital health solutions often have remote project management positions. And then I do want to mention that every healthcare system, meaning hospitals or, some hospital networks, they also have their own IT departments. So there may be opportunities for you to work in IT for hospitals, but whether those positions are remote or not will just vary based on the hospital. But next is also health insurance. So insurance companies in the healthcare sector, they do offer remote project management roles, especially in areas like claims processing or IT. And then some prominent health insurance payers that have historically offered remote work options include United Health Group, which is one of the largest health insurance companies in the world. And then you have Anthem, which is a major health insurance provider in the US. And occasionally I have seen remote opportunities for project management roles for them. And then we also have companies like Cigna. Cigna is a global health services organization and health insurance provider. They have shown a commitment to flexible work arrangements, which includes remote options for certain positions. And then also Aetna, which is now a CVS health company, but they have been known to provide remote work opportunities. And then you also have Humana, which is another leading health and well-being company. And last but not least, there are various Blue Cross Blue Shield organizations that operate independently among various states. Their remote work policies may not all be the same. However, some Blue Cross Blue Shield companies have offered remote positions in project management. And then also under this healthcare umbrella is pharmaceuticals. So some pharmaceutical companies may offer remote project management positions, particularly in the areas like drug development or clinical trials. So some pharmaceutical companies that have been known to offer remote project management jobs include companies like Pfizer. Pfizer is one of the largest pharmaceutical companies in the world, and they've been known to show flexibility in remote work arrangements for certain positions, which does include project management. And then I have to mention Johnson & Johnson, which is a multinational pharmaceutical and healthcare company, and at times they have offered remote work. And then also Eli Lilly. Eli Lilly and Company is a global pharmaceutical company that has been known to offer remote work options in various capacities, including project management. So now let's also talk about healthcare consulting. Consulting firms that specialize in healthcare management or process improvement may have remote project management opportunities that you can look into. The availability of remote work will vary when it comes to consulting firms. You should really check on their official websites of these companies and just go to their career pages and see what the most recent information is when it comes to their remote project management opportunities. And I'll also mention McKinsey and Company, which is another consulting firm that occasionally offers remote project management roles, especially in healthcare practices. And then we have Deloitte. Deloitte is a multinational professional services network, and its healthcare consulting practice may have remote project management opportunities that you can look for. Accenture. Accenture is a global professional services company, and its healthcare consulting division may offer remote opportunities that you can look into. And then Cerner, which is now known as Oracle Health, primarily is a health information technology company, but they may have consulting roles and they have been known to provide remote work options. And then we have Optum, which is part of United Health Group. Optum is a health services and innovation company, and they may offer remote project management opportunities. So then also under this healthcare umbrella, we have research organizations. So organizations that do medical research and clinical studies, they may have remote work jobs that you can look into, especially in project coordination. So you can search for job roles like research associate, clinical research analyst, research coordinator, and then even clinical project manager. And some healthcare research companies have been known to offer remote project management opportunities. So this would include companies like Icon. Icon is a global provider of drug development solutions and services, and they may have remote project management opportunities in clinical research and development. And then we have LabCorp. So LabCorp is a global contract research organization, and they offer a wide range of services. And so the project management roles for them will be available typically in like clinical trials. And then you have Syneos Health, which is an integrated biopharmaceutical solutions organization, and they may also have remote opportunities in clinical development and research. Okay, so that was a lot for healthcare, but as you can see, there's a wide range of opportunities if you plan to do project management in healthcare. So I don't know about you, but that just sounds like good job security to me. All right, so now let's move on to marketing and advertising. So some common job titles related to project management include project manager, marketing project manager, digital project manager, campaign manager, content project managers, or social media project managers, creative project managers, advertising project managers. Companies like Dentsu Group offers a global network of agencies, and they have remote project management roles. However, when it comes to finding jobs in this sector, instead of searching for the particular companies, I recommend searching for the actual job titles that I mentioned and then see which companies pop up, because there are so many smaller companies and startups that may offer remote marketing and advertising opportunities. And so this will just help to broaden your search and give you more options. All right, so e-commerce companies are booming and they're offering remote work opportunities for project managers. So here's how you can get involved in this exciting space. The exact job titles may vary, but here are some common titles that you can search for when you're looking for remote project management opportunities in e-commerce. E-commerce project manager, digital project manager, product manager, e-commerce operations managers, e-commerce program managers, e-commerce implementation managers. So if you're wondering what are a few examples of e-commerce companies that have been known to offer remote project management roles, this would be companies like Amazon, the multinational technology and e-commerce giant that operates one of the largest online marketplaces. And then we have Shopify, a leading e-commerce platform that enables businesses to create and manage their online stores. Walmart e-commerce, the e-commerce division of Walmart, one of the largest retail companies globally. And then eBay, which is an online marketplace that facilitates consumer to consumer and business to consumer sales. And then Magento, which is a widely used open source e-commerce platform now owned by Adobe, but they offer solutions for online store development. And then of course Etsy, which is a global online marketplace focused on handmade vintage items as well as unique and creative goods. So just keep in mind that the availability of these remote positions can change. So it's recommended that you check on the current job listings on the official websites of these companies or on reputable job platforms. Okay, so now since consulting firms have adopted to the remote work trend, this section is similar to the consulting opportunities that I may have mentioned under healthcare. However, those were more healthcare specific. The great thing about consulting is that you can contribute your project management expertise to consulting projects from anywhere. So here are examples of consulting firms that have been known to offer remote project management opportunities. So McKinsey and Company, they offer jobs such as project manager, implementation consultants, strategy and operations manager. And then we have Boston Consulting Group, or BCG. And you may see job titles like project leader, senior associate in project management, or strategy and operations consultant. And then you have Booz Allen Hamilton. You could see job titles like project manager or management consultant. If you land in a remote project management role with a consulting firm, you'll be responsible for things like overseeing projects, collaborating with clients, managing teams, and providing strategic guidance depending on your level of your role. Okay, so now that we know where to look, let's talk about the skills and qualifications that you need to stand out in this competitive job market. Because let me tell you, there are a lot of people who are applying for remote work jobs. Landing a remote project management job in one of the industries that I mentioned earlier typically requires a combination of skills and qualifications. So here are common skills and requirements that employers often look for. So first would just be general project management skills. You can have a certification such as the PMP, which is the Project Management Professional. This certification will help enhance your credibility as a project manager. And then communication skills. It's important to have clear and effective communication, which is critical for remote work. You should be able to convey information, instructions, and updates very clearly. Also, have the ability to lead and motivate remote teams, foster collaboration, and ensure that everyone is aligned with the project goals. And then I have to mention just having organizational skills. Strong organizational skills are always sought after when it comes to project timelines, resources, and managing deliverables effectively. And then just having the ability to identify issues, assess solutions, and make informed decisions to keep the project on track. And then just be flexible and have the ability to adapt to changing project requirements or priorities or just any unforeseen challenges that may come up or probably will come up. Now, when it comes to industry-specific skills, if you're trying to pursue one of the specific industries that I mentioned, here are some industry-specific skills that you may want to try to build. So when it comes to IT, it's important to have technical knowledge. This would include having a solid understanding of IT systems or software development or experience gathering technical project requirements depending on your role. But then also just being familiar with Agile and Scrum methodologies because that is very commonly used in IT. And then have the ability to assess and mitigate risks related to IT projects. Now, when it comes to healthcare, for healthcare, it will really help you stand out if you have an understanding of healthcare industry regulations, compliance, processes, but then also just having an understanding of HIPAA compliance and just being familiar with those regulations for data security and privacy. Or just have a knowledge or be familiar with clinical operations and processes when it comes to healthcare. And then when it comes to marketing and advertising, it would just be beneficial for you to have an understanding of digital marketing strategies, the tools that they use, or the platforms. Have experience collaborating with creative teams, designers, and even content creators. Or you could just have experience in planning, executing, and analyzing marketing campaigns, but it will all depend on the specific job role that you're applying for. Now, if you're interested in e-commerce, this is probably what will help you to stand out. Try to have knowledge or an understanding of e-commerce platforms, online retail, and customer experience. Or you could just show that you have knowledge of supply chain processes, inventory management, or logistics for e-commerce projects. Or you could just have an awareness of user experience principles and optimizations for e-commerce websites. And then I also have to mention, so when it comes to the skills for working remotely, companies may want you to be familiar with collaboration tools like Slack, Microsoft Teams, and others that are used for remote communication. They may also want you to have strong time management skills to meet project deadlines in remote settings. Have the ability to work independently and stay motivated without having to have direct supervision. And then any previous experience collaborating with remote teams or managing virtual meetings and using project management tools always helps. So be sure to update your resume to highlight the skills and the qualifications that are relevant to the specific industry that you're applying to. When you start looking into these jobs, you'll see what the common skills and requirements are. All right, so that's remote project management jobs in a nutshell. I'll be doing a part 2 to this video and dive into another way that you can work remotely that I didn't mention in this video. So make sure that you stay tuned for that. But just remember that remote project management jobs are within reach, but they are very popular for most job seekers. So it's important to help yourself by working towards meeting the qualifications that I mentioned before. And then make sure that your resume is optimized to appeal to recruiters, and be one of the first people to apply for these jobs as soon as it's posted. Don't be the 150th person. By applying these strategies and tips that I've shared with you today, you'll be well on your way to securing your next remote project management role. Now, if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and leave any questions or comments that you have for me below. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.